Hello everyone, and welcome back to Shadow Tactics Blade of the Shogun. Been staring at this, and I think the main thing is we have to remember that there's a audible range this is heard in. And we don't want the samurai to be in that range. The trouble is, most of them will be unless we're way off to the side. So, we'd be way off to the side, I think is the answer there.
I'll be right back.
So if I'm like way over here...
Pistol is ready.
Yeah, that actually takes the samurai out of the equation entirely. They don't hear anything.
Yes.
Noboru doesn't hear anything. We're out of line of sight. The trouble is I have to line up a little bit better. But other than that, I think that puts us in a good spot. We just need to time it so that the samurai down here is actually, down there. So that he doesn't hear anything.
Still, it doesn't matter.
So we have to time this pretty well. I turned highlighting back on just to see what I could see there.
Is it a puzzle?
So you need to come over here.
Slowly.
And so we can kill the samurai here. But then, yeah, nobody should hear it. As long as we're like on the very, very edge.
We all chose. Don't wait for
I don't
me.
suppose we could...
Ready and loaded.
Nope. Okay. That's fine. Alright, ready for this? I'm not ready for it yet. No, we should save. I tried to position Takuma. You notice he's down there and out of position, but I couldn't think of another place to put him. I tried to see if we can line him up, take out the samurai. That would be a great shot, but did not work. I don't think Takuma can actually use another of his shots. So, we're okay.
Matchlocks. Last shot.
We can do
Reloading.
it. This is fun. Rats too.
Oh. Nope. They heard it. They heard it. Maybe... Can we get her to move closer? Maybe. Yeah, if we get her to move...
Here.
So we can't get her to climb over. That'd be crazy talk.
Masters of our
But
own destiny.
I think if they both move at the same time...
My blade is sharp.
So when we're ready... then you move over here.
Already done. Matchlocks.
It's gonna have to happen pretty closely here, but I think so. Kind of a weird thing to do, though. Kind of move without shooting, but I can't trust Hayato to move in the right place. So as soon as the samurai looks away and the other samurai doesn't know we're here, so they're on a pretty regular schedule here. So he looks over, then he looks back. Oh, okay, we gotta time that like super perfectly then. Didn't realize they were so on point.
I'll cause a distraction.
I throw a distraction like over here.
I'm going in.
That'll delay him, I think, and make it so they don't notice. And now, if I say we're gonna fire on this guy,
Pistol is ready. Still, it doesn't matter.
then yes, I think that's better.
Matchlocks ready.
Oh, I totally did that wrong. I totally did that wrong because now I'll see us. It's okay. It's okay. That's what saves are for. But yeah, I gotta make sure that samurai is out of position in order to make this work.
Yoji
So,
Kakore,
go ahead and
be ready.
keep him over there.
Everyone. No noise.
Okay, so yeah, you move
We are masters of our own destiny.
here.
Right.
Yuki jumps down, so she's better in position.
Silent steps.
Okay, not loving that, but I think
Let's
that's the only way
finish
to do it.
Together. Pistol is ready. I
Okay,
wonder.
make sure that these guys are going to be in position. That's not ideal. That's not timed right.
I'll cause a
Throw another rock.
distraction.
And gotta wait for it.
What will be left? Not many. The wind.
Okay, good. So there's over there when he moves, and then no. That's actually wrong. That's actually wrong. That's way out of sort.
Don't wait for me.
That delays them. Then they go back into position.
Yes, I see.
Maybe. And then you should turn, and that should give us enough time, I think. Yeah. That should give us enough time. Okay.
Matchlocks ready.
So you're ready to do this.
Still, it doesn't matter. Ready. Last shot.
Cats and
Reloading.
little mice.
Did we get an alarm or didn't we? The samurai are moving. Hold on, those samurai heard
We
it?
all chose our duty.
Those samurai heard it?
Search the area. Keep your eyes open. Fire!
Okay, well, if those samurai heard it,
Kill.
I didn't realize that was even a thing. Okay, so then Takuma should totally kill those two samurai because those guys are going to be the troublemakers. I didn't even realize. So good thing we kept
I
that
will support
bullet,
you.
but I guess it wasn't really necessary.
Taking place. I've run.
So there we go.
Masters of our
Those
own
guys are
destiny.
something we don't need to worry about. Okay, so we need to retime these things, I think. Yep, they're in the wrong place.
Always ready.
Okay.
I'll cause a distraction. I'm going in. I
Just let's make sure that's timed
I
right.
wonder.
Right now it's not.
Yoji
We're going to
Kakore.
throw another distraction in here to make sure they're looking in the right place.
The wind trying to trick me.
Okay, almost perfect. If he moves away when... Okay, that's
Only left
good.
in the end. Let's make some noise. Have to improvise.
I will not be disturbed.
Don't worry. I have this.
Okay, did that actually work? Did that time it right? Yes, it did. Okay, good.
We can do it.
Not fast enough.
Okay,
Yes,
so this
I
almost
see.
worked. We
Everyone
just need to
okay?
make sure it works a little better.
No noise. Matchlocks
And then we
ready.
go and prime this. We're going to have to prime it again, but we should probably save it so we're good where we are right now. We're in a position.
Pistol is last
Fire.
shot. Reloading.
Rats too.
They're wondering what happened, but they don't care. They heard a noise, but it wasn't a distinct yell, so that was good enough. Okay, that was harrowing.
We all have our mission.
You have some bullets
They
left.
must not see us.
You have some bullets left. I think Aiko's got to take out
all
the next
chose our
samurai, and that next samurai is up top. Oh, there's two samurai up top. Okay. They're alternating. I wish we could do the Batman trick and just pull them down off the edge. That would be great. But
We are
unfortunately, that's
masters
not
of
really an
our
option.
own destiny.
Okay, well, we can both go along this side, which is fine.
My blade is sharp.
So come over
Already
here.
done.
Silence is our ally.
Aiko, I think she's still down. She's still down
Out of sight.
on the bottom.
And yet,
There we
I
go.
wonder.
I will
then come over
remain
on this side.
unseen.
Okay. So I think Aiko should be the next one because Yuki took a wound. I don't remember when she took that wound, but I kind of vaguely remember that. Okay, did they both go to the center area for
What will
us?
be left in the end?
I'm just wondering how we're going to take out these guys since we don't have a shot with Takuma. Not that Takuma would be able to make that shot anyway. There's boxes in the way. There are boxes in the way there. We don't want to go that... Oh, there's boxes in the way on both sides? Highlight this for me. What is the
Yes,
options here?
I see.
What are the options here? We can go up there. Oh, nope. Oh, I see. Okay, so we take out the samurai on either side, and then we go up on the roof and
Still,
jump down
It
onto
doesn't
Boru.
matter.
Okay. Well, I think I would love to say take out the samurai, but unfortunately, I mean, I guess we could sneak up behind the samurai. Does that work? It'd be the same
We
person
all chose our duty.
shooting and doing the attack, and I think that means it has to be on this side. because that's the only one without a samurai on the bottom, and that's as far down as the sound goes, I believe.
We are masters of our own destiny.
I mean, it's still super loud, but... Okay, so I think this is going to be Aiko to do this.
An elegant solution.
She needs to get up top here, though. How does she do that?
My love, watch over us.
How does she do that? Oh. Okay, she goes up on
And yet,
the
I
half
wonder-
bridge here.
They will not see us coming.
Okay, I got you. All right, so
The
before we
dance
do
begins.
this... Yeah, they're both looking away at the same time. We need to dump the body, though, so this might actually be
I'm
Hayato
waiting.
to do this.
In the end,
He only has the one shot, but he should only need
move
the
like
one.
water. Ugly.
We shouldn't need to kill both samurai, I don't
I'll
think.
do my best.
So you come over here. I don't think there's any need for you to be here. Because
Let's
Hayato's
go,
got to be able to move the
No
body.
use waiting. Don't worry.
He's
I
only
have
going to move at
this.
normal speed, really.
Yes.
At least that I've noticed. Okay, so the samurai looks around. They both look around outside, and they both turn. And we should see the other one come around the other side. Yep, there we go. But they don't really look like here. Do they?
Still, it doesn't
Not
matter.
until they go over there. But when they come back to the corner, they don't look there at all. So as soon as the guy leaves the center, we can go in and attack.
We all chose our duty.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Quiet. No happy time for... Yeah. We are masters of our own destiny.
Holy shit, we got him there. This is it. Goodbye, Noboru.
What loyalty does a mercenary like you owe to the dead? To the dead? None. To a friend, though, more than enough to finish you. Filthy assassin. If I must die, I will do so by my own hand.
Don't let him have the honor. You're gonna let him have the honor? No.
Jutsu.
No honor for you.
Ashiro Mugen sends his regards.
Alright. So we just escaped somehow.
Takuma-sensei.
Yuki-chan, good to see we've all made it out safely.
We have fulfilled our duty. Now all that's left is to report back to the Shogun.
I don't think I'll be coming.
Huh? Why not? We did what the Shogun wanted, right?
I didn't do this for the Shogun. I did it for us. And, you know, don't get me wrong. I have nothing against you all. But from here on,
It would not be the same. I understand, Hayato-san.
Then maybe we should follow Hayato's example, Yuki-chan.
But won't the Shogun be looking for us?
Do not fear, Yuki-chan. I will still report to the Shogun. I have an offer to make him. If he accepts it, he might forgive this minor disobedience.
So, we say goodbye now.
The road ahead is long. Why not travel together a bit longer and say goodbye along the way?
Oh, yes. Oh, can we do that, Aiko-san? Please, please say yes.
I have no objection. What about you, Hayato-san?
All right. I think I can put up with you for a few more miles.
That's always so awkward when you say goodbye and then it turns out you go in the same direction. Alright, so we finished the final mission. That's actually... Okay, that's kind of weird. That's one of the markers, right? Because... Why wouldn't it be? Do you just stand there forever? Or does it not count as finishing it if Noboru is actually like, offs himself? Wait, no, we could drown him? How would we drown him? We'd have to knock him out? and then basically throw him down the different levels of the building, which sounds hilarious, by the way. Throw him down the different levels of the building, and then throw him down to the cliff, and then throw him over. Oh my god. I mean, I guess you could do that, but oh my god. Don't kill anyone in the garden. We almost did that. If we didn't get the disguise, if I hadn't been so hard bent on getting to the disguise, we totally would have done that. Enter the wall on the west wall, which, I mean, it was probably just as difficult as the north wall one, but man, the north one was stupidly difficult. That stupid officer and the samurai right there, that caused me some difficult problems there. Don't kill anyone? Excuse me? How would you do that? Somebody point me, please. Send it to me on Twitter, okay? Piece of the Verse on Twitter. Send me a link to a video where someone has done a bloodless run of this mission. I want to see it. I want to see that. Don't use Aiko's skills. I'm assuming that means sneezing powder and disguise. That would be tough too. How would you even get past that first section with the yellow hats? You'd have to... Shit, man, I don't know. How the hell do you get past this mission without using anything of Aiko's? I mean, basically that just makes her a load on the party and totally useless. That seems... Yeah, that doesn't seem like something you'd really want to do. Alright, 25 kills with Hayato. Yuki had 15, Takuma had 8, Aiko had 14. Okay, we pretty much evened out Yuki and Aiko. But Hayato, I guess we defended on a little bit more. Oh, we actually had 3 shots with Hayato. I did not realize. We definitely had 3 shots with Yuki. Oh, yeah, we had 3 shots with Hayato because the last shot was the samurai on the final level. Okay. Alright, 60 to disguise, 1 shot. 9 uses sneezing powder, though, to be granted, 3 of those were mistakes. But that happens. We actually get a final cutscene, or is this going to be it? Are we going to get to see what happens?
With the death of Lord Noboru, Japan was spared another century of war. The conspiracy of Kage-sama finally came to an end. The truth would never be known. History books say that Noboru was put under house arrest by his brother and committed suicide. The shogun was given another son. His dynasty would keep the peace for almost 3 centuries. Having avenged their friend Mugen, his companions disbanded. No one knows what became of them, though their deeds inspired countless legends. One can only wonder how many fought and died for the shogun, their names never mentioned, their deeds secret, their tales forever hidden in the shadows.
Okay, well, I have some theories about who this new son is. I'm guessing that's actually Mugen's son by way of Aiko. Okay, so we're going to get credits now. That's my guess. They don't actually explicitly say that, but it's pretty obvious when she whispered to Mugen that she was saying she was pregnant, because that's why Mugen said, you know, with every death there's a beginning, because he knew. I mean, that just ties in together. That's the only explanation that makes sense. So it kind of makes sense that Aiko would then offer the child over to the Emperor and say, well, you can say this is your child, and, you know, Mugen would have wanted it this way, and the Emperor would be probably willing to do that, and so that would be the new Emperor, which, if he has the blood of Mugen and Aiko in him, that's probably going to be the best Emperor ever, right? I have no idea how that actually works historically, but whatever. Anyway, so what I think of this game, I thought it was actually pretty good. There's some frustrating bits, definitely. I think there's maybe an over-reliance on samurai and yellow hats, but that's a necessary evil, right? Because you can't make it too easy to just pull these people away. Now, I think there's also a main problem in that we never got a replacement for Mugen. If we had had someone else being able to offer sake, okay, granted, it would have made the game a lot easier, but you would have balanced around that, right? But having an empty slot, well, it makes the player feel the loss, right? So having that loss with you the whole time, it's like, well, you can't just replace somebody like Mugen. You've got to actually, you've got to work around it now. You don't have this wonderful person who can call in, people using sake and then take out a samurai single-handedly. You've got to be able to do it using 2 characters and whatever resources you have at hand. So yeah, I understand it from like a game design perspective and a mission design perspective. It's just sad that it's not an option. What I would love to see though is some user created levels for this. I think that would be great. If this studio wants to go ahead and, make modding a thing, I mean, if it becomes popular enough, it'll become a thing anyway, so you might as well embrace the modding community. But I would love to see some custom scenarios. With or without Mugen, I think either way works. You could just retcon it as, this totally happened. I mean, there wasn't even that final cutscene even said. Who knows how many times these things happen in the shadows we just don't know about, which is totally fair. But yeah, I would love to see that. So that's actually a good sign for the game if I can see the potential for more levels. I mean, I totally understand why there were only 13. And I say only 13. How many episodes are we on? I don't even know. I don't even know how many episodes we're on. I think we're 60-something? No, not actually 60, are we? We're up to 50-something. That's still nuts, right? Because each one was 45 minutes. That's roughly 40 hours of gameplay. Now, granted, that's me going through these the first time ever. So, I mean, I'm bad at puzzles. That should be obvious from any of my other Let's Plays. Oceanhorn, Captain Bra, pretty much any game I play basically should tell you that I'm really bad at puzzles. And this is basically a giant puzzle game. XCOM 2, I mean, I eked my way through XCOM 2. I mean, I made it, but it wasn't pretty. And here, I mean, we reloaded a lot, and I think that's a good part of the game. I think it would be nice if it auto-saved occasionally, but I also understand not doing that, because you auto-save at the wrong time and oh my god, you are fucked, right? It auto-saves when you're being shot at, and it's like, okay, well now I just need to reload the save from 5 minutes ago, which means I lose 5 minutes of progress because I'm a dummy and didn't quick save. So yeah, if you play this game, absolutely quick save, quick save, quick save. I mean, that F5 is your friend, and there's a reason why they have that up on the top left, right? Because that's just a critical piece of the game, and I'm just bad at saving in general. I mean, again, you watch any of my Let's Plays, you'll know that for sure. But the game is actually really good. I like the characters. I think Yuki should graduate to San now. I mean, she's still an apprentice, which is totally fair. I think she still needs to learn a little bit from Hayato and from Aiko, but I think if Hayato is going to go on his own way, what does that mean for Yuki? I would think Yuki would try to stay with Hayato. If Hayato actually said, no, I don't want you anywhere near me, Yuki would be hurt, but I think then she'd go to Aiko and they'd totally be fine. And she'd learn a lot from Aiko, I think. Different stuff, obviously. But still, I think she'd make a decent Aiko in like another 5 to 10 years. No idea how old Yuki is, so it's hard to tell. I'm guessing maybe like 14. So yeah, another 5 years, she'd be like 19. 10 years, she'd be 24. Yeah, okay, I could see that. I mean, I could be wrong about Yuki's age. She could be older or younger than that, but probably not much in either direction. And looking at her picture on the main cover of the title screen. Looking at her picture on the title screen, she looks like she couldn't be any older than maybe 16. Yeah, so her being a second Aiko when she grows up, I could totally see that. Or a Hayato when she grows up. I think that either one would work. Some of the... I mean, I'm bad at this game, obviously. But some of the mission objectives, the special bonus objectives, look impossible to me. And I'm bad, and I recognize that. The speedruns, okay. I mean, once you know what you're doing, once you know what you have to do, and you know the basic patterns, I could totally see it. It would definitely take some reloading, and I don't think the reloading counts against you in time. Maybe I'm wrong. No, there's no way it counts against you in time, does it? Because that would make it super difficult if you could only reload, like, you'd only have, like, 3 times you could reload, and then, well, you definitely have to save more often, for sure. You save more often, and don't look around as much, and you know where to go, and assuming the reloads don't count against you for time, yeah, the time limits I think are reasonable. I think there's one of them you have to do it in 25 minutes. Another one was like 10 minutes, but that was a pretty short mission. I just took 4 episodes to do it because I'm like that, and I want to be cautious, and of course it's my first time going through these, so I'm going in blind. Yeah, so I'll be interested in seeing some speedruns of this. I'll look that up. Those should be fun. The skills are nice. I think it would have been nice if someone had been able to pick up Mugen's sake bottle. I'm not sure who would do that. I guess it doesn't really work to do it too much. Unfortunately, so Takuma is he's kind of a weird character. I mean, he's a good sniper, and it's always good to have a sniper on your team, but it is difficult to be able to place him properly where he's useful. And if you do place him in a good sniper tower, then you lose his secondary ability, which is the raccoon. Because if he's sniping from a long distance, the raccoon can't move very far. Now, it kind of makes sense the raccoon's not going to be able to go where it can't hear his master's commands. Absolutely makes sense. But it makes him... It hobbles him as a character. You either keep him in a sniper tower, or you move him so you can move Takuma, and then you move him back to the sniper tower? That doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, Takuma's kind of a weird character. I mean, they tried to balance it as well as they could, and that's fair. Not to mention, the raccoon is only kind of useful because the guards get bored of that distraction after a couple of minutes. It might not even be that long. It might be less than a minute. I don't remember how long it's been because it's been too long since we used it, because it's not useful because they get bored. At least with Aiko, with her distraction, you can keep someone tied up indefinitely as you place your guys. Now, that might just be a skill thing. It might just be that I'm bad at using Takuma. Okay, I accept that. But the most powerful characters are definitely Yuki and Hayato. Now, granted, Aiko is super powerful once she gets the disguise, but I don't understand why she throws away the disguise between every mission. That just annoys me. Now, it makes for a nice set piece for the mission, right? Because then you have to go and acquire a disguise that's appropriate for the time, but it looks the same across all the missions. If the art department had decided to grant us with a little bit more assets so she would look different every time, I think that'd be cool and make sense for why she would have to find a new disguise every time. Like the bathhouse disguise would be totally different than the castle disguise, which would be totally different from the fortress disguise or the party, I call it a party disguise. So basically all the disguises look different. Okay, that totally makes sense. But yeah, the fact that they all look the same made it so that I had a hard time making that distinction in my mind of, well, that's why she was doing that. Oh, hey, the closed beta test players. I was not in the beta test, but I'm sure these people were very helpful. And all the missions were very well balanced. I have complaints, but they're minor complaints, okay? If you couldn't tell, I had a lot of fun. There's definitely a lot more in here that I did not do. I mean, just look at all the little minor achievements. Will I go back to play this to get those achievements? Maybe. It's unlikely. The only reason I wouldn't is because there are so many games to play out there. I got 30 to 40 hours of play in this game. I'm good with that. If at some point I get tempted for a little bit of medieval Japanese action and for some reason, or Middle Ages Asian action, I mean, Jade Empire is the only other thing that can really scratch that itch, right? What else is there? What else is there? This game, I was gonna say Age of Empires. That's wrong. Jade Empire, and what? I mean, Black Desert Online, maybe. Oh! I totally forgot. I signed up for a 7-day trial of Black Desert Online, and I totally forgot to actually do anything with it. Oh well, those 7 days are up. Okay, well, so much for that. Anyway, yeah. So I mean, this kind of is in a niche area, and I think maybe it didn't get as much attention as it probably deserved. But to be fair, these past couple of years have seen a huge influx of video games. So, you know, it's really hard to make your stand. So I really hope these developers, I mean, Mimimi Productions, you've done great work here. I would love to see what you have in the future. If you want to make a sequel to this game, I think that'd be interesting, but it doesn't fit with the lore, so I wouldn't expect it. But anything these guys do aside from this, I will be totally on board. For anything else you guys have, this has been a great, as far as I'm concerned, a great first showing. I have no idea what they've done everything else. I should probably look that up before I start babbling my head off, but that's the way these things go. Yeah, but anything else they do or have done, I'll be totally interested in looking it up. And of course, playing it for you guys on video, because I think that would be a lot of fun. Turn-based tactics, I'm a big fan. There isn't enough of that in the world, I don't think. I mean, XCOM was great. XCOM 2 was great. As far as turn-based tactics, I suppose I still haven't played Invisible Ink. I should probably go and do that. I suppose Shadowrun is still a thing. I should probably do that. But then there's this game, and then what? There's a lot of real-time strategy games, and I guess this isn't really turn-based, is it? This is real-time strategy, because we have to do a lot of timing things. So, I mean, it is real-time strategy, but it's kind of a loose real-time strategy, because as long as you're in hiding, you can take your time. Now, there might be some things that you want to go ahead and rush down, and that definitely probably matters for your clicks per minute, or clicks per second, or however those things are measured in most real-time strategy games. But for the most part, I was treating this as a turn-based tactical game, and that shows in the amount of time we took, right? How many episodes did we take to do some of the simplest missions? No tanukis, chicken, oxen, snakes, or birds were harmed in the making of this video game. I have an issue with that, Mimi. I have an issue with that. I like the Oxford comma, is all I'm saying. There should be a comma after snakes. Oh, that's pretty. That's all 4 of them on the road as they leave. And probably visiting the grave of Mugen. Yeah, that's what it looks like, grave of Mugen. And there's Mugen. Hi, Mugen. Last time we ever see you. So if we look at more games, I don't know if that's probably going to say what else they do. It is empty. Okay, well, then, there you go. But eventually, you know, that would fill up, right? As they do more stuff. Oh, no, here we go. Here we go. Dark Eye. Oh, they did Blackguards. That's right. I totally forgot about that. And Memoria. Okay. You know what? I'm awfully tempted, you guys. I will totally look at those. Because I'm impressed with this. I don't remember how I heard of this game. But now I know I'm going to hear of these guys. And so, yeah, I'm definitely going to take a look at these 3 things. The Universe Bundle, the Chains of Satanov, and Night of the Rabbit. All sound like they could be really good. Especially if they're made by these guys. Okay. So that'll do it for this Let's Play. Next up is going to be Horizon Zero Dawn. I realize it's a little bit after the release, but that's okay. Finally got my capture card, so that's going to be nice. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. This has been Shadow Tactics, Blades of the Shogun. I'm PC Universe. You're PC Universe too. And I'll see you guys next time.